You will have no doubt heard of Medusa, the Gorgon monster from Greek mythology, famed for both her striking beauty and savage ferocity. But what you may not have heard is that Medusa actually had 2 children, and their identities may just surprise you. So who were these offspring of the mighty Medusa, and what is their story? Let's find out together right now. Whilst many variations of Medusa's story exist, most agree that she was the mother to 2 other famous names from Greek mythology. Their birth, however, was far from a traditional and joyous one, for it was only when Medusa was slain by the Greek hero Perseus, her head severed from her body, that they sprang forth into existence, fully formed, much to the surprise of Perseus. The first was Pegasus, the pure white winged stallion, well known in Greek mythology. Pegasus was followed swiftly by Kosmosaur, a young man born with a golden sword in his grasp. Most scholars agree the father of these children was the god Poseidon, whether as a result of the rape of Medusa or a consensual coupling, depending on the variation of Medusa's story you choose to believe. It has been theorized by some that by coupling with Poseidon, Medusa figuratively became a mare as a result of Poseidon's connection to horses, thus providing context and justification for the birth of the horse Pegasus from her body. Less is known of the second child of Medusa, Kosmosaur, who was a somewhat more minor figure in wider Greek mythology than his famous brother and parents. He is most commonly depicted as a man, sometimes a giant. In some alternative cases, however, he is described as a winged boar in line with his brother Pegasus, the winged horse. His name carries the meaning golden blade, and so he is most commonly depicted wielding a mighty golden sword. However, this could also be a reference to the golden tusks of his boar form. In his most widespread depiction as a human warrior, a little more is known of his story. According to Theology by Hesiod, Kosmosaur ended up marrying colleary, one of the Oceanids and the daughter of the Titan Oceanus. He eventually became the king of Iberia and bore a son, the mighty 3-headed warrior Geryon, who would later be killed by Heracles as part of his 12 labours. Beyond this, Kosmosaur played a small role in the Greek legends, a fate not shared by his brother. Pegasus was an immortal winged horse, pure white and glorious to behold. Hesiod says that Pegasus' name originates from the Greek word for springs, pege, since he was supposedly born near the springs of ocean. In addition to this, he was also associated with water due to an extraordinary trait inherited from his father Poseidon.